All right, I got another alpha male video for you guys today. Two dating coaches. They're going to teach us, man, how to be man. So what they're talking about here is marriage, people's bedrooms. These people are obsessed with people's bedrooms. Obsessed. I don't know why. It's kind of weird to me. But anyways, so what it's about. And real quick, before we get started, can y'all please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Let's lay down the foundation. Of course, I need my glasses. All right, so their teaching is just from pure emotion. Pure emotion. There's no logic, no reasoning, no nothing. Put up on the screen for you guys here so y'all can see what's emotional opinion, right? An emotional opinion is when someone forms a belief or judgment based on how they feel, not on logic, evidence, or consistent reasoning. They confuse emotion, this makes me mad, with truth, this must be wrong. Let's give you some examples. I just feel like all rich people are greedy. That's emotion based, not logic based, right? I don't like that rule, so it must be wrong. Emotion replaced with reasoning. He sounded nice, so I believed him. Emotion over evidence. Emotional opinion reacts from feelings. Critical thinking reasons from facts and principles, right? You gotta have something to back it up. You can't just say something just because you feel like it, right? All right. Now, I wanted to lay that down for you guys so that way you can better understand where I'm coming from. All right, now let's get into the video.
Being starfish, I can tell you that there were very clear indicators that led up to that about her. And, like I said earlier, if a woman truly loves and adores a man, she'll make it very easy and cheap and inexpensive for him to access her time and her sexual opportunities. She'll be very generous with her body. She'll be willing to do things with him that she's been unwilling to do with other guys if she truly loves and adores a man. So it's a very strong indicator if you're in a long-term relationship and your wife or your girlfriend doesn't want to be intimate with you. She has a headache, she's tired, she has to work tomorrow, she didn't take a shower, whatever the excuse is. It's a very strong indicator that she doesn't really like you. Because like I said earlier, men know this, that when they experience genuine burning desire, as I outlined in the chapter in my book, when they truly experience genuine burning desire, a woman will be very generous with her body as frequently as possible.
Sure, we'll stick with that. She's only doing this only with you guys. Yeah, I don't think that's the case, my guy. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a tip. This goes for both men and women. If either one is generous with their bodies, right, and has this burning desire, like he says, which is pretty much lust, that's what that is. More than likely, they're sleeping around, guys. More than likely, they're sleeping around. This goes for both. I doubt that she's only doing that for you, my guys. I doubt it. It is a red flag, first off. Terrible advice. Terrible advice. You actually want the opposite of that. And of course, the guys are going to say, well, if she's not, that means she's doing it for these high value men, right? Come on, man. Come on. Not even that works. Not even that works. You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't. I wanted to point that out. All right, now let's look into why this burning desire stuff doesn't work, right? Let's look into it. Understand lust. That's pretty much what that is. Lust isn't just sexual desire. It's desires without discipline. It's when the mind stops reasoning and lets emotion or impulse take over. Lust blinds judgment, weakens self-control, and causes people to justify what they know is wrong. What are the dangers into the lust? Here goes. Destroys clear thinking. Lust hijacks the brain's decision-making. Logic fades and emotion takes control. People start saying things like, I know it's wrong, but I can't help it. Exactly. That's how deception begins. Exactly. Turns people into objects. Lust doesn't see people, it sees pleasure. It reduces a soul into a tool for self-gratification, and that destroys empathy. Number 3, leads to regret and bondage. Lust promises freedom, but delivers slavery. The more it's fed, the more it controls. What begins as a choice becomes a chain. And the last one, blinds you to real love and purpose. Lust distracts from genuine connection and truth. It makes people chase temporary satisfaction instead of long-term meaning. So this genuine burning desire stuff, Like I've said in one of my past videos, it does not work, guys. Eventually, that's going to run out for both if you're lusting into a marriage. Maybe you'll have it at the beginning, but after that, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. This is what you call reasoning. This is what you call some logic for you guys. You see that? You see that? You got to use this. Stop thinking with this. Start thinking with this. All right, let's move on.
And that's just something that you have to understand about female nature. Like, women don't overtly tell you these things. It's only guys like me out there that are telling you these things about what the translation means and what her behavior means. But I think that the reason why a lot of these guys end up into sexless marriages really is for two. One, they end up marrying women that aren't really their first choice. Like, these women kind of had to settle. They were kind of at the end of the rope. They realized that their friends were getting married and having children. And these women generally have to make some concessions because the guys that they really want don't want to commit to them. So that's the first thing. The second thing as well is there's three idiots that kill all desire in long-term relationships: proximity, familiarity, and exclusivity. With sexual exclusivity. The more of those three things that women have with certainty, the less interested she will be in wanting to sleep with you. You're always around. She's familiar with your schedule. She knows that she owns the D and nobody else is touching it, and that there's no other.
He contradicted his whole logic. I'm going to explain it to you guys. All right, I'm going to pull it up. Pretty much saying that a woman doesn't want to sleep with you, right? Then this is because she doesn't like you and all, she had to settle. But then also says that if she does, it's also a problem. Let's pull it up, what this means. If exclusivity kills marriages, but men are told they need sexual and emotional exclusivity from their spouse to feel fulfilled, then the argument contradicts itself. Exclusivity can't simultaneously destroy the marriage and be necessary for a man's satisfaction. You follow me, guys? You follow me? I could already see so many people being mad. Bring some facts, bro. Bring some facts. All right, let's move on. Many people might not catch this, but there's a big contradiction in what he's saying. One, he claims men in marriages have less sex because their wives settled for them. They aren't as attracted or interested in them. That's the reason for the problem. All right, keep in mind. Then he says exclusivity, being faithful and committed, is what breaks marriages. Here's the contradiction, guys. If sexual dissatisfaction comes from the women not being attracted, then exclusivity can't be the reason the marriage is broken. Exclusivity doesn't cause attraction issues. It's unrelated to the real problem he first described. In other words, he's pointing to one problem but blaming something entirely different. That's a logical breakdown in his own argument. Now, you can test this, guys. You can test this yourselves. I encourage you guys to test me. Test everything that I say and that I teach you guys. Put it to the test, see if it holds up. Contradictions, my guy. Once you contradict your own logic like this at this stage, the rest of everything that you're teaching collapses. And the crazy thing is that he did it himself. He did it to himself. Nobody did it to him. If I was him, I would go back to the drawing board and try to come up with something else. Let's move on.
Taking out a little bit of the hormonal side to things, where men are having such a high biological drive, then that's why they're always inside. There's biological prompting to want to have sex all the time, and women don't have nearly the amount of testosterone. And the reason I say this, Rich, is just because, like, when my hormone pellets start decreasing, and I'm almost at the point where I have to get repelleted, that last 2 weeks, my attraction for my husband has not changed at all. But my willingness to act on that attraction with him by having sex, that does. So I think there's a little bit more to this.
Here's a double standard right here for you guys. So if you watch her past videos, her other videos, she blames women for not sleeping with their husbands more, right? They're the problem. You need to fix it. It's not the man, right? And now she admits that she does the same thing, but she's not the same like you guys. You see this? She's creating a double standard here. Put it up on the screen. If y'all don't believe me, just pull it up. What she's doing is she's projecting her own inner conflict or discomfort onto others, blaming other women for something that actually reflects her own struggling or guilt. False moral superiority. I can't say. That's really hard for me to say. By comparing herself favorably At least I do it. It's just hormones. She creates a double standard, one more rule for herself, another for others. This is what dating coaches will often do. They will blame everybody else, right? Men or women, doesn't matter. They'll blame everybody else. But when they do it themselves, it's different. It's not the same thing. It's because I'm dealing with it in a different way, so therefore it is good. You follow me? Dating coaches teach from emotion, double standards, and it's just opinion. That's all it is at the end of the day. But hey, if y'all don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine. If y'all want to learn how to be alpha, go follow Rich Cooper. Check out his stuff. He's got a book, show you how to do all that stuff, right? Monica also, for you ladies, I guess. You can look up her stuff. I don't know her last name. There you go, man. So if you're interested, go check it out. I ain't a hater. Hey man, I'm just trying to give you guys truth. That's all I care about is truth. You know what I mean? But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one.